Hey, yo, Philly, we flying high, right? We still doing our thing? Look, man, we here. Let's talk about it as usual. Welcome back to the Diamond Crew Sports Podcast, man, where we talk Eagles football the right way. You know what I'm saying? We try to keep all the negativity out, just straight up Philly pride, man, and big time football talk. If you rock with the Birds, man, I honestly believe this is the spot where you need to be. But let's go ahead and dive right into it. Y'all know the drill, man. Hit the follow, drop a comment, and make sure you locked in wherever you listen to podcasts. Let's get into it. Got to talk about them Birds. But before we do that, man, I wanted to let y'all know that the DCSP is everywhere. Apple, Spotify, YouTube. Make sure you subscribe, leave a review, and tap in. I'm going to make sure I leave the links in the description. So let's get into it. Let's talk about Jalen Hurts, man. Big Dawg Energy. It's unlocked now. You know what I'm saying? Jalen Hurts, man, we already know what type of guy Jalen Hurts is. We already knew that he was kind of built different. First guy in, last guy out. Stocky like Rocky. You know what I'm saying? Stays on his feet. Don't go down easy. Keep his heads down, man. He worked like a champion. That's the type of player he is. You know what I'm saying? But after the Super Bowl 59 win, we finally saw a little bit of that Jalen that we wanted to see. Finally let loose a little bit. At the parade, man, he was grinning ear to ear, hyping up the fans, showing that real Philly swagger. And listen, he earned every second of that moment.
Hey, Super Bowl MVP. Super Bowl champ.
Jalen is like an icon, a legend almost, man. For the longest time, man, he let his play do the talking. But now he knows he's that guy. He's him. And when your QB walks into the huddle, man, knowing he's that guy, knowing he's him, that's a dangerous sight for the rest of the NFL, man. I'm telling y'all, this season, Jalen's going to come back even stronger. And with the weapons around him, the NFC better be ready because we're not slowing down. It's about to pick up pace. All right, man, I want to talk about Patullo and his takeover. He got to keep the offense rolling. We all know that Kellen Moore left for the Saints, but the Eagles kept the OC job in-house and gave it to Kevin Patullo. And let's be real, this means we're sticking to the formula that got us the ring, that got us the dub. That's what I believe. This is what happens. The chemistry stays the same. The offense doesn't miss a beat. Jalen, AJ, Saquon, and the squad, man, they just keep thriving. Keep the ball rolling. Patullo knows the system, and more importantly, the players believe in him.
Like I said, he's already been a part of all the situations and the conversations and everything. So I think it's a great hire.
You got the pieces around him to dominate, and with Patullo running the show, this offense should be able to take it to another level. And I can't wait to see it, man. We got to go back to back. We got to win it, man. Also, I want to talk about Darius Slay. As more reports, that he might be out. That's starting to heat up a little bit. The buzz is getting crazy. We all know that it's a chance that he won't be back next season. And while he's the huge part of this team, I got to still say that we are still in a great spot. And the reason why I say that is because we got young talent stepping up. The defense is adjusting to a new era. There's no panic here. It's just time to reload and just keep winning football. That's the plan. This ain't no rebuild, man. Like I said, this is a reload. If there's one thing, man, I know about Howie Roseman, he know how to do the job. He got a plan for all this. Let's be real, man. Who's going to step up in that pass rusher role? Hassan Reddick, he not here no more. Josh Sweat could be moving on. But our depth, in my opinion, is still strong.
Money don't matter. You could bring anybody on your team.
An unlimited salary cap is off.
Honestly, that's what it be feeling like over here. I'll say Myles Garrett.
This dude is an absolute beast. If there's any way to get him in midnight green, that has to be the all-time move. But there is a lot of reports that it might not be an option. So there was a report that came out that, Chase Young was looking for a new home. And we all know, man, when he's healthy, he is a monster. He got the size, the power, the speed, everything that you want in an elite pass rusher. But, the question is, can we trust him to be that guy week in or week out? Could he come in and be some rotation? Philly, what do y'all think? If we can't get Myles Garrett, would y'all take Chase Young? in this defense? Drop your thoughts, man. Let me know your comments right now. We got to talk about the elephant in the room, Zach Buan. We got to lock him up, Howie. We got to pay that man. Zach Buan ain't some underrated guy. He's a beast, a dog. He's fast, physical, and smart. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion, we cannot afford to lose him. If we want to keep this defense at a championship level, Howie needs to lock Zach Buan up and pay him what he's worth. We all know Howie don't like to pay the linebacker position. But in my opinion, this is not up for debate. Make it happen. All right, man. I wanted to talk about the legend of the traveling jacket. The jacket that, you know, was in Philly after the Super Bowl parade. You know, somebody finds a vintage Eagle jacket, but it was a note inside of it. The note said this: congrats on finding this, rock it with pride, and when it comes time to pass it on, pass it to a real one. You know what I'm saying? That's fire. That's cold in my opinion. This is what separates us and every other fan base. This team ain't just about football. It's about family. It's about the legacy. It's about being bigger, man. Look, if you bleed green, you already know what it is and how, you know, that's major for the city. Major. You know, people don't like us. We don't care. Never do. That's just the way we roll. We roll Philly strong, man. And look, man, this was a heavy episode, but in my opinion, man, we just getting started. Let's talk about our head coach, man, Nick Sirianni. Back in 2021, man, he signed a 5-year deal worth $35 million, averaging about $7 million per year. This contract is set to expire after the 2025 season. You know, now considering his track record and how good, you know, he has been as a head coach, he's been 48-20 regular season record for over 4 years. Led us to 2 Super Bowl appearances in the last 3 years. That is major. He secured a Super Bowl victory, Super Bowl 59, the last one. That's amazing. In my opinion, man, it's clear that Nick Sirianni has been instrumental to our success. With his contract nearing its end, discussions about an extension are heating up. That's of course. The NFL insider suggests that given the current market, Nick Sirianni should command about $15 million per year. So, you know, here's the question for the DCSP community. When do you think we should start working on extending Nick Sirianni's contract? You know, how do you feel about potentially making him one of the highest paid coaches in the National Football League? You know, does he deserve it? You know, personally, I'm all in on Nick Sirianni. I'm going to admit it. You know, earlier this season, man, I had my doubts and even called for his dismissal.
Nick Sirianni is a problem. Let's call a spade a spade. Let's keep it 100. Nick Sirianni is not the coach for the Philadelphia Eagles.
You know, but he proved me wrong, man. He proved a lot of other people wrong as well. And I'm glad he did, man, because his leadership, you know, his passion, you know, it resonates with the team and the city. You know, I believe he's the right person for the job. I hope that, you know, he leads the Eagles for years to come because, man, Nick Sirianni is really one of those guys. He really rallies these guys up and gets them ready for games, you know. I need everybody to drop your thoughts in the comment. You know, hit us up on social media and let's discuss this, man. What do y'all think? Do y'all think that Nick Sirianni should get a bag? Man, we love hearing from the DCSP family. This ain't just my show, man. This is our show. This is everybody's show. And today, man, we got a fire comment from one of our great supporters at Candy McDaniel.
Thank you for watching.
5125. Candy dropped this in the chat, you know, and I had to bring it to the show because this is the type of question, you know, that keep the conversation going. You know, we love to talk here, especially when it's about the birds. So, you know, here's what she said. I understand the importance of continuity for Jalen and all that, but if Patullo is such a slam dunk now, why wasn't he a slam dunk last year? After Brian Johnson, why did we need Kellen Moore? Look, man, that's a fire comment. That's a real question, you know, from a real person, man. And she makes a valid point, you know, but I want to hear from y'all. What do y'all think? You know, DCSP fam, if Patullo was the right guy the whole time, why wasn't he the guy last year? Did the team have their doubts? Was Kellen Moore just a bigger name, or did something change that made Patullo the obvious choice now? Y'all let me know, man. That's a great question. You know what I'm saying? Drop y'all comments. Y'all got the sauce, man. Y'all got the answers, man. Hit the chat, or send your thoughts, man. Let's talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Because in my opinion, this is what it's looking like for me. It's looking like, hey, Paulie, the Italians run the Eagles now. You know what I'm saying? That if you think about it, man, we got Dom, Italian, Nick Sirianni, Italian, Patullo, Italian, Vic Fangio, Italian. Look, man, Philadelphia, the Eagles, we love Italians, man. So pull up a chair, man, because these guys are about to eat. So I'm cool with it. You know what I'm saying? But in all seriousness, I'm just cool with, Jalen having some normalcy. Maybe Patullo just been doing a great job. He's been improving every year. And that's why they want to give him a shot, man. He already know what the team been doing. He's been a pass game coordinator, assistant head coach, so he knows the system. He's been in Philadelphia. So let's see what he can do. And y'all keep bringing the fire comments, man. And guess what? I love it. This is why the DCSP is different, man. We keep the convo going. We talk about the birds. And, we just talked about at Candy McDaniel 5125's question about Kevin Patullo. And now we got another great take from at Miss Nailful, who's adding another layer to the discussion, man. A different take, a different aspect. Here's what she said. I think that Kevin Patullo is a good choice as Jalen keeps someone around that he is used to, and Kevin has been here for 4 years. So he should have experience from Kellen, Shane, and etc. Wow, man, that's fire. Another fire take, another solid perspective, man. Look, that's amazing to me. And look, these people, we know birds. We know this team. So now we got two angles here, man. Let's talk about it. We got Candy McDaniels. She said if Patullo was the guy, why wasn't he chosen last year? Why do we need Kellen Moore? And Ms. Nilful is saying Patullo makes sense because he has been here for 4 years. He's got experience under different coordinators, and Jalen benefits from continuity, who hasn't had the same coordinator the last 5 years. So DCSP fam, where do y'all stand? Do y'all agree with Candy and feel like, there were doubts about Patullo before? Or do we agree with Ms. Nilful that this experience and time in the system makes him the right move? Hit the chat, drop a comment, or send your thoughts. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, I got some diamonds on me dancing, looking like they prancing. Always on my BI, we talking about expansion. Looking at a mansion, open up the benches, hanging off the blicket, empty out the sticky, shooting like I'm Jimmy. Chipwood, this good, sorry that I'm this hood.